Once a Kalalaya, how I watch him ever shy. Balance to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the brothers in the highway and byway preaching this word in sincerity and in truth. We just have a piggyback basically and a sit down that Elder Aramla do and Gentile versus Gentiles basically. Dealing with this mystery because a lot of people believe that for some reason Gentile that the scriptures speak of in the New Testament that are destined to salvation is basically heathens. And the scripture itself, as I say, is a mystery, so you have a lot of people thinking that you can just go into the scriptures and get the whole thing. You know what I mean? And part of the mystery is that if the Spirit not dealing with you, you're not going to go into words, man. See, this is a key thing there in the scripture. You need to go into words because, believe it or not, this time, the way people speak now, you know what I mean, the way people look at even the meaning of words today, you know what I mean, the ignorance of certain words, the ignorance of certain, of different languages cause it that you won't understand the mysteries, man. You know what I mean? So you basically have to go into words to know what the scripture actually saying. You have to know how people speak at the time, seeing what words are used for certain occasions, and you will understand. You can't apply to the principles to the scriptures, man, because these documents or these scriptures are over 2,000 years. Some scripts are over 2,000 years they were written, man. So the language this coming from, you can't apply to the principle, man. So as I say, we're just going at it right away, dealing with the Gentiles. So we're gonna start from 1 Peter. Yeah.
Alright, so basically the word we're gonna highlight today is scattered. Right? So this is our 1 Peter 1:1. It's a Peter, an apostle of Yahweh, to the strangers scattered throughout Pontus, Galatia, Cappadocia, Asia, and Bithynia. Alright, now the reason why we're focus the word scattered today is because it's a specific Greek word, diaspora, right, which basically get repeated in many scriptures, right, and we're going to bring out the meaning of the word diaspora for sure that it's specifically a talk about Israel, right, so the strangers that were scattered, right, is talking about Israel, and wherever the Greek word diaspora is used in the scriptures, it's talking about Israelites, right, so let's just show first of all that it's talking about diaspora is the Greek word there. Alright, so we have scattered, G 1090, diaspora. Alright, now we're going to go to a similar scripture. We'll make it more explicit that it's that the strangers that scattered abroad, talking about Israelites. Alright, this is James 1:1. James, a servant of Yahweh, of the Lord Yahweh Shai, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Alright, so James make it more specific that they're talking about the 12 tribes. So that he referred to the strangers as the 12 tribes this time. Alright, and he used the same Greek word in a theme letter, and that Greek word is diaspora. Alright, so we'll just show you the places where it come up before we go into the meaning of the actual word. Alright, just another example. This is from the Old Testament to show you that we go way back, not just the New Testament. This is Deuteronomy 28:25. The Lord shall cause thee to be smitten before thine enemies, and thou shalt go one way against them, and flee 7 ways before them, and thou shalt be removed unto all kingdoms of the earth. Now, when you go to the Septuagint, right, the word there for removed is this word, diaspora, in Greek. Right, you copy and search it, it show you. Right, same Strong's 1290, diaspora. Right, so even in the Old Testament, when you go back to the Greek Septuagint, it shows you that diaspora was referring to the Israelites that would be removed unto all kingdoms of the earth, yo. Seeing, so without further ado, I say I want to add some, can just go into the word.
Yeah, go into the word right away.
Alright, it says meaning of the word diaspora. Alright, we're gonna take it from here and take it from BLB. Alright, what the fuck, take it from BLB first. Alright. It says a scattering, a dispersion of the Israelites scattered among foreign nations. Alright, and then them add this of the Christians scattered among the Gentiles. This is the original meaning of the word, yo. See, of the Israelites scattered among or dispersed among the foreign nations. And they go down further to even explain it. It says dispersion, i.e., specially and concretely, seeing the Israelite resident in Gentile nations, right, which were converted back.
And countries, yeah.
And
yeah, because if you notice, basically let me try interject Christians, because when you do that, you can put in the head people that look here, from as a Christian, you're separately from a Gentile, which is not using words correctly, because Gentile is basically dealing with strangers, man. And if it's a Christian now, man, I take it as a religion, like a Christianity religion today, seeing say, oh look here, Christians among strangers, basically that they might try interject, which basically it open for everybody that way there. You know what I mean? So just Esau be the devil that people can look and interpret it that way. But when they go into the word itself, diaspora, it not have nothing to do with one's belief, man. Seeing, because once you put in Christian, like, basically are deal with a certain belief system, because today we know that Christians are people who believe in a specific doctrine. You know what I mean? So looking into the word itself, what the word itself mean, see, it gives you a more clearer perspective of what the word what the scripture actually talking about when it mentioned diaspora. You know what I mean? So we're gonna beat down some of them things here where they might try to interject, you know what I mean, by just going to the word diaspora.
Yeah? So we're gonna show that it can't refer to Christians,
yeah,
but it have to refer to a specific nation.
Right.
Alright, because Christian is not a nation.
Right.
Alright, so this is from the Bible Hub. Alright, the CM Strong's 1290 diaspora. It says literally scattering abroad of seed by the sower.
Yeah, and is it going to the Greek? You know that the word seed come from the Greek sperma. You know what I mean? Seeing which basically deal with what? Basically we come out of a man lines. You know what I mean? Where we are offspring. You know what I mean? Come up from. You know what I mean? So diaspora basically deal with a seed that is scattered, and the specific seed that it is speaking about right now is Israel. Seeing, because the subject matter of the people who get scattered basically is Israel. Even when you read Deuteronomy, the brother going to the first precept, Deuteronomy, basically that's what happened from Israel being scattered to Israel being gathered, and that are the whole narrative, or would I say, are the whole basis of what the scripture dealing with. You know what I mean? From start to end, Israel being scattered, Israel being gathered. It's not the nation being scattered or the nation being gathered, nations being gathered. No. You know what I mean? Several amount of scripture showing that the Lord is scattering Israel because of them transgression. And another thing to fulfill prophecy, because the important thing is, is to realize that this is not a thing where happen these are not sequence of events where happen randomly. These are things that the Lord already set in motion. It is prophecies, man. Seeing, it is prophesied that Israel is going to be scattered, and it is also prophesied that Israel is going to be gathered. Point blank. There's nothing talking about another nation, man. And see, the thing is, anytime a scripture appear like that about another nation, seeing the need to go and basically look deeply into what the scripture is saying, man. Seeing, you can't just have the surface like that. It's like you're reading a book, and you see the title of the book, and by reading the title, you figure you understand the whole thing. It's just like Bible, you see a chapter, seeing, and by looking at the chapter, you know the whole thing without reading the verses, man. Seeing, so when you're reading scripture by a line, basically you need to know what the line is saying by knowing the words them that are documented in the line. You know what I mean? See, so that's how we look up words. That's how our profession is to look up words in GMS, man. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if your brother want to add something else.
No, I want a little bit of meat left.
Yeah.
Alright, so it's literally scattering abroad of seed by the sower. Hence dispersion, used especially of the Jews who migrated and were scattered over the ancient world.
Right. So by saying that, seeing, you can get the idea that, look here, the people that the apostles, seeing, even us in this time, because right now you have our people calling themselves after Gentile names, man. Seeing, which is evidence of the scattering of our people. You have people calling themselves African American, people calling themselves Jamaican, people call themselves Trinidadian, you know what I mean, whatever they want to call themselves Mexican or whatsoever. Seeing, you're actually not subscribing to your true nationality. So by definition, you are strangers to the covenant of Israel. It's simple like that, you know. You know what I mean? It's simple that them can't even get it, man. It's simple, but them can't even get it, I mean. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
As simple as that. Because Israelite actually today, just the same way like where the apostles them that go about telling strangers, say, look, you are Israelites, we're not doing anything separate or different from that today. We're telling people who calling themselves by other names, seeing that they are Israelite. And the type of people who are calling so is the seed or the descendant of Jacob, not the so-called white man. You can go to Germany today, seeing, and you have a so-called white man which is a German, and I have Jake, we call Negro or what they want to be a Latino, living in Germany, calling themselves German. So when they say a German now, seeing, you don't know whether it's a black man or it's a white man or it's a brown man or it's a white man, because you have all type of people living there.
And even if them look like a white man, they can still be
them can still, cause as I said, scattered. Over time, them are going to look like the other nation, because they come the other day with Fime's son. You know what I mean? Fime's son is white. You know what I mean? And him is like sharp black. Yeah? See? But, hey, as I say, it's a mystery. See? Only the elect have received this. You know what I mean? And part of the barrier where some man can get this is a straight right malice and envy, man, and jealousy. You can't get this, you know what I mean? The fact that you don't want to say, okay, alright, yo, you know, GMS is the one, Elder Taha is the one who basically push this thing coming down from the Carnage issue coming down. See, and some other man just don't want to say them learn nothing or hold nothing from the Elder Apostle Taha.
And
you know what I mean?
You really have to do is read, you know, because the thing clear, yo. Because it even go down further to break it down simpler. He said diaspora from dia, so them get the Strong's 1223 meaning through, saying and spiro, them get the Strong's 4687. So our scatter seed, which is the root of sperma, saying which means sperm, our seed, yo. So it tell you clearly. And then they go down even further to say properly refers to the Israelites exiled to foreign lands, i.e. Jews residing outside of Palestine.
And when say Jew, it's not only Jew, man, because Jew are dealing with what?
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi.
Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man.
All Israel.
All Israel. The Ella Gabar, I'm going to sit down this morning speaking about not only Judah, basically they live in the land at the time. You have northern tribe, members of the northern tribe who the people were calling Gentile, man. Seeing our heathen. You know what I mean? So this thing, seeing, it's only deal with Israel. Malone, if you can't get it by certain things coming out that way here, you're not gonna get it, man. You know what I mean? Because this is so far we can pull apart and show you the inside of what the scripture is actually dealing with, man. I don't mean reading the scripture off the surface, not knowing nothing about the scripture. You know what I mean? Seeing, you can't do that. You can't read the scripture off the surface like that. Seeing, and you have things that pop up seeming to contradicting the whole storyline of the scripture, man. See, anything will come in and contradict the whole storyline of the scriptures. Seeing, something is wrong. You need to go and look on the thing. You need to revise it. You know what I mean? You need to go and look into it again and see what's going on, man. And in this case, words. See, because we're dealing with English today. See, and back then they deal with Greek and Hebrew, which some of the time the dynamics is not the same, man. You know what I mean?
Have to look it up.
Since you need to look into the words and see what actually have come from the words there. And this is as far as it can go. Seeing to who can get it. So if it will reach more than you, so you're not gonna get it, man.
Exactly.
Seeing as the scripture say, it's a mystery. Yeah.
So let's wrap it up with our last bit here. To give you 3 examples, give you St. John 7:35, James 1:1, and 1 Peter 1:1. But we have specifically go to this one. So this is the one we have the most controversy. Alright, they give you 3 different translations: the NAS version, the KJV, and the INT version. The NAS version said, "To those who reside as aliens scattered abroad, scattered throughout Pontus." Who the hell that I refer to, yo?
I noticed them use the word alien.
Yeah, to those who reside as aliens. You know me?
Yeah.
You never said them are alien, no?
Yeah.
You reside as aliens scattered throughout Pontus.
Which going back into the word Gentile.
Can.
Because the word Gentile means foreign or stranger. Alien also.
Can.
It's an alien.
So it tell you, the whole language I tell us, yo, it have to talk about Israel. See, in KJV said, "To the strangers scattered throughout Pontus." And the IT version said, "To the elect exiles of the dispersion of the Pontus of Galatia." See, who are the elect exiles of the dispersion, yo? We can't clearer than that. It's simple, yo.
Right.
See?
Yeah, as simple as it can go.
Yeah.
No?
So that should be it.
Right.
Alright, so with that, we hope that the elect was edified. Alright, so we say again, Kalalali, Hawabashim, Shai, and double honors to the elder apostles of GMS.
Right.
Shalom.
Shalom.